Now, this information will be for EIN only, okay? Now, the first step is getting your Duns & Bradstreet number. Businesses that contract with government agencies are required to have a DUNS number. Now, a DUNS number is also very useful for businesses that are planning to seek financing or grow their business to make it easy for lenders to understand their business's credit history. Okay, now DUNS numbers have become the standard numbering system to identify business entities across the entire globe. All right, so just as your social security number is often tied to your bank account, tax returns, personal credit score, residence, etc., right? Your DUNS number and business credit scores are tied to your business, right? So your DUNS number is linked to your Paydex credit score, which is one of Dun & Bradstreet's credit scoring models for businesses. Very, very important information right there. A lot of people always wonder why they're never getting approved for financing. Well, it's probably because it's very difficult for lenders to review your business's credit report. So having a Duns & Bradstreet number makes it very easy for lenders to recognize everything regarding your business, right? They can easily look at the analytics and see everything like, okay, this business has been performing well. We, as the lending committee of this financial institution, feel comfortable lending this business money, right? So that's major sauce right there. You definitely want to know what lenders are looking for in your business's credit report when deciding whether or not to lend your business funding. You can create your LLC and get your EIN for absolutely free through irs.gov. That's irs.gov. Right? You can apply today. You don't want to let any of these sites like Taylor Brand or any of these other companies, try to charge you to file your LLC and get your EIN, right? Because if you go through some of these funnels, they'll charge you for every single document that you can actually get yourself for free. I've seen people spend almost $1,000 just filing for the LLC documentation when the only thing they needed to pay for was state filing, which is between $100 to $200 in most states, right? In your operating agreement, which is typically under $200. And then maintenance, such as state and federal taxes and any other services, that are used to maintain your business, right? Your LLC. So my recommendation would be you want to go through your Secretary of State, through their website, and they'll have all the applications that you need to fill out to start your LLC. Right, and they also have a checklist that you can go over just to make sure that you have everything you need, that you have all the information available beforehand, right? In this PDF right here, this checklist is very, very useful. Next, we all know you need starter accounts, right? Your Net30s, which is your Amazon account, Uline, Grainger, Wayfair, right? And you can sign up for NAV, right? And they release these articles full of information that is very helpful, very useful when building business credit. Right, as you can see here, they just released this article regarding 22 easy approval Net30 accounts to build business credit, right, to build your business relationships. This is very, very useful information, right? And these are all starter accounts, right? And not too many people are aware of how many accounts they actually need, right? Now, my recommendation would be to have at least 4 or 5 of these before you go applying for funding, right? Now, understand there are 3 tiers of business credit. All right, you have tier 1, which is your starter accounts, your business Amazon account, right? Tier 2, which is your store cards, your gas cards. And then tier 3, which is your Gold Amex, your Capital One Spark, Chase Business Preferred, right? Just to name a few examples. Now, as we mentioned, you want to start with your starter accounts. That's where you get the ball rolling. And in order to get to the next level, you need to understand that you must have a Paydex score. It's mandatory, right? So on tier 1, that's where you start, right? You have 0 business credit built. So you want to start off with tier 1 accounts. You want to get at least 4 to 5 of these accounts on your business credit. That way you can start to generate a Paydex score, right? So that's where you start. This is where we get to the Paydex score, right? And then once we get to a Paydex score of 80 or above, we're now ready to move on to tier 2, right? Now tier 2 is the gas cards and the store cards. For example, your Amazon business card, Costco business cards, Best Buy business cards, Home Depot, right? Etc. These are all level 2 business cards, right? But you need a Paydex score to get to them. So you want to make sure that you're getting these accounts, purchase a few things, right, for your business, and then you want to hurry up and pay them all off. Then you go and check your score and see if it's an 80 or above, right? Hit that requirement on your Paydex. And then once you do, you want to go ahead and get a few store cards, right? Get the Amazon, get the Costco card, get the Home Depot. That way we can progress into level 3. Right now, another thing, you want to make sure that you are not doing any of these 3 common mistakes when managing your LLC, right? This is very, very important, so pay attention. Adding a personal phone number, email, or residential address to your LLC. You will not believe how many people make this mistake, right? The whole point of an LLC is for its members to have limited liability protection, to separate the business from its owners. That way, owners typically cannot be legally responsible for debts or other liabilities, right? So it's to help protect you in litigation. So why people think it's a smart idea to attach their LLC to their personal cell phone number, their personal email, or their own residential address is just beyond me. Not only is it stupid, but it also puts you at high risk of being denied for credit lines. When lenders are reviewing your business, they don't want to see a personal cell phone number. They definitely don't want to see a residential home address, and they don't want to see your own email, right? They want to see a 1-800 number, a professional business email, an office space, or a brick and mortar establishment, right? Not your cell phone number, not a Gmail, not an iCloud, not a Yahoo account, right? We got to be real with ourselves, right? I made this mistake as well. So when lenders are checking your business address, and they type it into Google Earth, they can see that exact address that you gave them, right? So guess what? If you have an LLC and you registered it under your apartment address, and then you go looking for funding, and then they pull up the address and see it's your fucking apartment building, you're gonna get denied every single time. Same thing with business numbers and emails. Bankers definitely want to see your business as a whole, right? So they want to see everything in order, everything is organized. And also you want to take advantage of trade lines, right? If you just started your LLC and you're looking for what trade lines do I need to add onto my LLC to boost up my business credit, I will be posting the best trade lines over on my OnlyFans, right? They get the best information first. Also, you want to take advantage of trade lines. This is another thing. If you just started your LLC and you're looking for what trade lines do I need to add onto my LLC to boost up my business credit, I will be posting the best trade lines over on my OnlyFans, right? They get the best information first. Now, the reason I'm going to be posting a whole bunch of trade lines over on my OnlyFans is because I don't know what type of industry you're in, right? You might be in the transportation or chauffeur business, right? You might be in Airbnb and Turo. I don't know. So I post all kinds of trade lines over there on my OnlyFans, right? That can help you, right? You might find gas cards inside my OnlyFans. Whole time you're in the transportation business and you've been looking forward to having some gas cards that will help you on a daily basis, right? They're all on my OnlyFans. Now, when you get these accounts, back to tier 2 accounts, right? You need to make sure that they're reporting to the bureaus. That's why I gave you the list from NAV, because they already did the research for you and broke down all the best starter accounts for your business, right? The best net 30s to help your business credit. And a lot of people go out and they get these accounts, right? They go and find trade lines themselves, right? And they start adding them onto the LLC just to find out later down the road they haven't even been reporting to credit bureaus. You've basically just been wasting your time, right? So that's why it's very important to find the best companies, the best ones from the very beginning. Newegg, CEO Creative, JJ Gold. These are all legitimate companies that offer net 30 accounts that can actually report to the credit bureaus. Another thing you need to realize, you have 3 types of credit scores when it comes to your business credit, right? You have your Paydex, which we just got done talking about, Duns & Bradstreet. Then you have your IntelliScore, which is your business experience score. Then you have your Equifax. Now, the important thing you need to know about these scores is when you're trying to build them, you need to be selecting the right credit cards and the right trade lines that will be reporting to these credit bureaus. So if I go and get a Divvy business card, right, and Divvy only reports to the SBF exchange, that only covers my Paydex. So guess what? I still have 2 more credit bureaus that are not being reported to. So they're not going to go up. They're not going up. So you want to make sure that you're basically getting the right credit cards, the right trade lines that will be reporting to all the bureaus, right? You want to try to select the best business credit cards that are going to be reporting to all 3 major credit bureaus, right? Because there are certain business credit cards out here that report to all 3, right? Meaning you just get the 1 business credit card, and as long as you're making your payments, right, you're being responsible, they're going to be reporting positive history to all 3 bureaus. Okay, so now you have the strategy to build up your business credit, right? I gave you the blueprint. Now the only thing you're missing is tier 3, right? Now what is tier 3? The tier 3 level is, as we mentioned earlier, your Gold Amex, your Capital One Spark, your Chase Business Preferred. Because once you have these, you are at a high level, right? Where you're now getting approved for $20,000, $30,000 cards, right? And it's not hard, it's not difficult. The only hard part is about building up your business credit is getting the information, obtaining the right information so you can know exactly what to do, understand exactly what you're doing and what to apply for.